Negative, K, nothing further, just see the cabbie on the corner.
In an attempt to silence a Christian who asked Rabbi Singer, if an Almah is not a virgin, then why does everywhere an Almah appear in the Bible is it referring to a virgin? Rabbi Singer's answer seems to place this person in a lack of knowledge about how to respond. But does his answer stand after cross-examination? He bases his answer on Proverbs 30, verses 18 to 20. There are 3 things which are too wonderful for me, 4 which I do not understand. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a serpent on a rock, the way of a ship in the middle of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done no wrong. Tovia says that King Solomon was in this proverb defining a maid, Hebrew word Almah, as one who, after having intercourse, would not leave a trace of blood because her hymen had already been broken. And he concludes this by the unifying theme, the snake, eagle, and ship, leaving no trace after they have traveled over the rock, through the air, or sea. So to place our trust in Rabbi Singer, that he is telling us the truth about an Almah not being a virgin, we have to believe 3 insane things. That this proverb would have had to have claimed King Solomon, one of the wisest men ever born, thought were too wonderful for him. Not even just wonderful, but too wonderful. We would have to believe that King Solomon thought it was too wonderful, that when a snake traveled over a rock, it left no trace. I am not even making this up. But maybe you think I'm making this up because you heard Christians make things up from Rabbi Singer. You don't have to believe me. Buy his book, Let's Get Biblical, Volume 2, page 35. And you'll see. You also have to believe that when an eagle flew through the sky and a ship traveled through the sea, because they left no trace, that was also too wonderful for King Solomon. I wish I were lying. And it probably does sound like it because Rabbi Singer can't be this misled. But I'm not. Wait. Wow. It is too wonderful. Wow. When a snake travels over a rock, it leaves no trace. Wow. A modern analogy to this interpretation of the proverb would be, wow, you sent a text message from a phone? That's too wonderful for me to comprehend. This word wonderful, let alone too wonderful, is never used for something common. Context, context, context. Remember, Rabbi, what you always accuse Christians of doing, quoting out of context, and the context cannot be detached from the word wonderful. And that's the mistake you have done. This is a theological car crash. Are we to believe a man as wise as Solomon would think something so foolish? No. Let me ask you an honest question, Rabbi. Have you ever in your life, out of all of the times that you have heard the words too wonderful used, whether in real life, TV, or the internet, even in fiction novels, ever heard anyone say that it was too wonderful that when a snake traveled over a rock it left no trace? I think it would be too wonderful to King Solomon if a snake left a trace when it traveled over a rock, or an eagle left a trace when it traveled through the sky, but not the opposite. I hope you are now seeing the beginning of a clear rabbinic principle. For the rabbis to be right, words like wonderful and Almah have to mean their opposites. As we continue to look into this proverb, in the next video, Tovia Takedown 2, we will be discussing how Tovia inadvertently gave the enemies of Israel all they ever wanted. If you want to see me and Car Crash Singer debate, please like and share this video on your social media pages.